Welcome back to Marked Ruth Day 5. I am Jeanette, and our theme today is the masterpiece of grace when God weaves broken pieces into a story of redemption. Today, we close Ruth's journey from brokenness to courage, from survival to surrender. Her story has carried us step by step, and now we see the hand of God tie every loose thread into a masterpiece, one only grace could design. So find a quiet place, take a deep breath, grab your journal, and let's lean in as we discover how God can take brokenness, loss, and shame and weave it into something beautiful. Ruth began as a widow, a foreigner, a woman with no name, no future, no hope. But by the end, she is the wife of Boaz, the mother of Obed, and woven into the lineage of King David, and ultimately Jesus Christ. What began in ashes ended in honor. What looked like rejection became redemption. What seemed like a dead end births destiny. And maybe that's where you've been living, years marked by loss, convinced my story is over, my mistakes disqualify me, I'll never recover what has been taken. But Ruth's story whispers hope. Your pain is not the end. Your past is not the whole story. What you thought was wasted is the planting ground for legacy. The very place of loss becomes the womb of life. The scars you thought would define you become the marks of God's redemptive signature. Ruth held Obed in her arms, a child who represented more than her redemption. He carried the redemption of generations to come. And that's the truth. When God redeems you, it's never just about you. It's about the daughters, the granddaughters, the generations that follow. Ruth's legacy became a prophetic echo. You are marked not for survival, but for fruit that remains. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit that will last." When God marks you, your scars become your testimony. Your story becomes seed. Your life becomes legacy. I want to speak my heart to you, woman to woman. This feels like taking a page of my diary and laying it bare so someone coming behind me can find hope. You may be standing right now at the doorway, the gateway of your story changing forever. You can see in the distance what could be. But because of what you've been through, maybe circumstances you never chose, maybe mistakes that left you heavy with guilt, you find yourself frozen at the threshold. And I'm here to tell you, don't camp there. Don't set up home in the valley of regret. Use what happened to you as building blocks, stones of pain, stones of loss, stones of disappointment. Use them to build a bridge. On the other side of that bridge lives freedom, beauty, promise, and a bright tomorrow filled with hope and endless possibilities. Hear me. Your attitude in trials, in delays, in setbacks is the manure and the fertilizer that will determine the quality of your fruit and the height of your calling. Yes, you are marked by God, but you must partner with Him. Destiny requires movement. It's your choice to rise, to step, to act. And as you rise, the Holy Spirit meets you adding rhythm, momentum, and power to your obedience. Remember this. Often the battles we go through are not just even for us. When you cross to the other side, your life becomes a point of reference. Others will look and say, if she made it, I can too. It's your persistence, your pursuit, your rising that becomes the fuel for another woman's courage. So close your eyes and picture this. The same fields where Ruth once gathered scraps are the fields now she owns as Boaz's bride. The same house she once entered as a foreigner is the home where she now raises a son who carries the bloodline of kings. God didn't just restore her, He multiplied her. He established her. He wove her into eternity. And He's doing the same for you. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 declares, He makes everything beautiful in its time. That includes your broken pieces, your buried dreams, your silent battles. What feels broken will be mended, put together, and remembered for God's glory. And that is why we don't just watch Ruth's story from a distance. We now step into it. We echo heaven's words over our own lives. This is not just reflection, it's declaration. And when we speak it, we align. When we declare it, we shift atmospheres. So together, let's lift our voices and proclaim this declaration now. Today, I declare my story is not over. My scars are not wasted. My loss is not final. I am marked for legacy. I am marked for fruitfulness. I am marked for God's glory. What the enemy meant for evil, my God has turned for good. My brokenness is becoming testimony. My pain is birthing purpose. I will not be remembered by what I lost. I will be remembered by what God redeemed. I am not overlooked. I am not forgotten. I am marked, chosen, appointed, and established for generations to come. Ruth's story began in despair, but ended in destiny, and so will yours. So lift your head. Don't freeze at the doorway. Don't stay stuck at the threshold of what could be. Take the step. Cross the bridge. Destiny requires movement, because the God who redeems broken pieces is the same God who is making something beautiful out of your life. This has been marked. I am Jeanette, and it's the end of week 1, Ruth. But really, this is just the beginning, because the same God who redeemed Ruth is writing your story with the same grace, the same mercy, and the same intent. We continue next week with Esther. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so every time an episode drops, you'll be the first to know. Until then, stay courageous, be faithful, and never forget, you are marked by God for so much more.